Hey everybody, welcome back to the LLAMAWOOD channel. I'm Hunter, and I want to show you the best gift that you can get anybody on your list, him or her, and also many others. They're all great. There is one that's the best. There's got to be the best, and I'm going to save it for last. But I started this out thinking that I was going to show just one thing, and then I was gathering stuff for the video and saw all these other things in the house that would make amazing gifts, and so I thought, why not make a bigger video? I actually had to kind of chop off what I was going to show because this video would be way too long if I put everything out that I put in here. So without further ado, let's go back 1 year ago, probably today, I don't know. I suggested the kindling cracker. You can get this guy on Amazon. The kindling cracker is basically a big thing of cast iron. It's got two rings and it's a blade held between two rings, a base and then sort of a guide ring. And this is to split firewood into kindling. In order to do that, you're also going to need a 3-pound hammer. This is Estwing off of Amazon. This is super purposeful, super useful, even if you don't get a kindling cracker. And this is super cheap. The kindling cracker is $95. I think this is the large. They also make it extra large, which would be, the large is great. There are some logs that are a little too big, so you may want to get both extra large. Could handle some bigger logs, but a lot of times if there's something that's too big to get in here, it probably needs an axe anyway, so you might as well just use an axe. But the kindling cracker is amazing. You just put a log right on top of that blade, you give it a couple taps with a 3-pound hammer, and then you can get these like amazing clean cut square pieces of kindling that you can use to throw on the fire. Kiln dried wood, you don't really need a ton of kindling, but a lot of times if you have seasoned wood, or even if you're out camping or plan to go camping, it's just great to have kindling. It's one of the key pieces of starting a fire. You can't really start fires with big old hunkers of logs, so get yourself a kindling cracker, crack 3 or 4 logs, and just keep it by your fireplace as kindling, and you won't regret it. Next on the list, adults only please, is Reservoir Wheat Whiskey. And Reservoir is a distillery in Richmond, Virginia, but it's distributed nationally, I believe. So you should be able to get it anywhere. But the reason that I recommend this guy is, number one, it's a great distillery, but number two is they have these they call them their founding bottles. There's wheat, there's rye, and there's corn. And it's 100% wheat, 100% rye, 100% corn. And the reason I love wheat so much is you may have heard of Pappy or Weller, two bourbons from the Buffalo Trace distillery, and they're both super smooth. I think they age both of them a long time, 20 years plus, whatever. But the reason that they're so smooth in the first place is because they're called wheated bourbons. I don't know what percentage wheat, but basically there's more wheat than corn, which makes it a wheated bourbon, and for some reason that makes it super smooth, not too sweet, just really good. And so I've been drinking Larceny, which I've talked about here before. It's like the house bourbon you might keep in your house. And then somebody said, how could you talk about Larceny without talking about the Reservoir wheated bourbon? So I had to check it out, so we went over there recently and got a couple bottles as gifts, and I tried this guy, and it is delicious. This retails somewhere around $85. Again, I'm going to link everything to this video with prices if I'm not getting them perfectly right here. Next on the list is a handy dandy infrared thermometer. This one is E-Tech City Laser Grip 774. Very official sounding name that I got on Amazon. It's like $20-ish, and it's pretty simple. It has a little trigger and it shoots a little laser, and you can get the temperature of pretty much anything from a distance. I got this for my outdoor wood-fired pizza oven because I didn't put a thermometer in there, and that oven gets super hot. And really the only good ways to know what the temperature of the oven is to shoot this guy inside. And this actually would work great for your stove or your oven in your kitchen. A lot of times ovens have hot spots, and so it's nice to know where those hot spots are if you're going to be baking something for a long time or whatever. Just good to know. You can also shoot it around the room at like various spots to see if you have any leaks or whatever. You can shoot it at vents to see if they're working properly. And if you have young kids like I do, it doubles as a laser pointer, and they love it. So super good thing to have. Next is the Apple HomePod Mini, which I have a few of. I love gifts exactly at $100 or below, because a lot of times we set limits max $100 on gifts, or you might go to like a gift swap and with family or whoever that has a $100 limit, which is pretty high, but you know, if it happens. $99.99, and this is a speaker for your house or your office or whatever, and you can get a couple of them and daisy chain them around your house. They have great technology, just like every Apple product. So the sound is really full, a lot more sound than the size, and you can put them throughout the house, and they're Wi-Fi enabled. So just like Sonos, you can just turn on a song and play it across your house, which is great for entertaining, but it's also great when you work from home and just playing music in your office and then getting up and walking to the kitchen or whatever, and having the music sort of follow you is just I call it a delightful experience. I never thought I would really enjoy it that much, but for whatever reason, it's pretty nifty to have that sort of uniform sound throughout the house. But it's also got Siri, and so you can ask it to remind you for something or what's on your calendar, or set a timer. We keep one in the kitchen. Love to set timers for boiling pasta or eggs or whatever. This is a great one. Next on the list is a railroad tie puller thingy-mabob. I don't know what this is actually called, but my granddad worked on the railroad for Norfolk Southern, and he brought home a bunch of these things, and he gave some to Dad and others, and Dad gave one to me. And I have used it, Dad's used it as the poker for our fires forever. I actually have not owned fireplace tools until recently, because I finally wanted a broom. But this guy's great because it's got this little hook. You kind of grab it around that's like the metal is turned into a ring, so like a handle. I don't put my fingers in there. I kind of hold it up. I just put the whole thing in my palm and grip around it. If your fingers are small enough, maybe you could go in there too. But it's a great way to poke, but also it can, it has this little hook, so you can kind of pick up logs. It's flat. You can't really see it on the video, I'm sure, but it's a cylinder, and then it goes flat about here, and so you can actually kind of put it in, and a log will lay up on it, and you can kind of pick up logs flat side. I mean, there's a lot of uses. I use it in the fire pit outside. I use it in the pizza oven. I use it in the grill. It's just a great tool for poking logs, and there are a lot of reasons to poke some logs. So I looked for this a while ago. I found them on Amazon, so I'll find them again. This one has the word Seaboard stamped on it, so I'll try to find the Seaboard version, but if not, you can find these on Amazon. I think they're pretty cheap, and they're very useful. Next, we're gonna go into clothes, because everybody loves getting clothes for Christmas. I don't own a lot of clothes, so the ones that I do, I want them to be very functional and have multi-purposes, and that starts with the sweater that I'm wearing right now. This is the LL Bean Signature Series Fisherman's Knit sweater, I believe. Again, I'll make sure the links are correct. But this is navy, and it's got this like retro vibe. It's got like light, I don't want to say frosting, but you can see it's dark navy, but then it has this kind of like lighter tone that gives it this sort of old school feel, like I've had it forever. I've actually had it a long time, and I wear it a lot, so it's not entirely true that it's brand new, but it's dry clean only. It's one negative, but I wear it all the time around the house. It's super cozy, but you can also sort of dress it up and wear nice slacks and go out to dinner, and it's kind of nifty. You're gonna get a lot of compliments if you get one for somebody. They don't have this color. I just looked. Actually, they don't have this color anymore. They do have a navy. They have a red. They have a beige, and then I think a black. But whoever you get this for, they will love it. Next, keep going down, is the Vuori, V-U-O-R-I. I believe I'm pronouncing it right. These are the Vuori joggers. You can get them at REI or just online. You've probably seen them before. They have great marketing. And they're just super comfy, cozy. They have pockets all over. They've got an iPhone pocket here. I wear them running. I wear them to my co-working space. I wear them around the house, obviously. You can wear them doing anything. They're just super, super comfy and super useful. I think these are actually mediums. I probably would be a large but I wanted them to be a little more form-fitting. So maybe go a size down if you're on the fence. Maybe not. Or yeah, you can return anything and change size, which actually I think I did on a pair of Yori slacks or shorts. Okay. The number one gift on my list that you could give anybody, him or her, boy, girl, man, woman, doggy. I don't know if they make dog boots, but Blundstones. These guys are made in Tasmania, Australia. You've probably seen them before. I'm not the first person to love Blundstones. I have the 500s, which is what they call their originals. They also have, these are 500s, they have a 550 that I think says that they have a little bit more arch support or something. They're supposed to be a little more comfortable. I've never had any issues with these guys. I was originally not super interested in Blundstones because I don't really like clunky shoes, and these kind of looked clunky, but they're actually surprisingly light. I don't know what the weight is, but they're probably lighter than some tennis shoes that I have. I also, they have a size guide on the site that you can check out. I think they're shown in Australian sizes and US sizes. I have the 11s. I'm like 11 and a half, approaching 12 in a lot of shoes. I might get a 12 in a hiking boot typically, or in a tennis shoe. Maybe 11 and a half in a dress shoe, I don't know. So it changes a little bit, but just to give you an idea, these are 11s. So I went probably a half size down, maybe even a full size down, if you're buying them as a gift. I think they also have a great return policy, so don't worry about that. But these guys will just crush it at any Christmas party you go to. I mean, you can wear them anywhere. I've worn them in pretty much any terrain. Put a little weather or waterproofing conditioner on there, and they're basically waterproof. You could shine them up and wear them out to dinner, or you could just let them kind of pick up their natural sort of distressed look and wear them hiking, on the beach, fishing. I mean, whatever you want to do in these guys, you can do it. They're like slip-on, so they're really easy to put on and off. They're really light, they're really comfy, they're warm. I mean, can't go wrong. These things can go anywhere, and they will go anywhere with you or your favorite friend or loved one that you give them to. That's all we have today. I hope you found something that you, I've made a couple filmings of this video, and every time I forget something. It's right next to me, my Yeti coffee mug. I had seen these all over the place. I'd never gotten one. I think they're a little on the pricey side for mugs. Maybe they're $30, I don't know. I'll link. So I never gotten one for myself, but then somebody gave one to me as a gift, and I love it. Keeps coffee hot and tea hot, and I never use it for cold things, but I like to have a cup of coffee, a mug of coffee in the morning, but then when I work, I'll make a kind of thermos thingy-mabob of coffee that will stay warm literally all day long, and that way I can sip on it. And then we also have a similar version for wine, and so at 5 o'clock you can skip from this one to the wine one. So get one of each, but featuring the coffee one because it's kind of still morning. But this is great. Everybody will benefit from one of these, and they will thank you. So now that's it, and I will let you get back to what you're doing, and hope to see you in the next video. Thank you very much.